This is my perspective video essay over the neuron. So a while back in class, we talked about all the different parts of a neuron. A neuron is a fundamental unit of the brain and nervous system. In class, we talked about all the different parts of the neuron. Starting at the front, there's the nucleus, and then the dendrites that branch off of that. And through the middle, there's the axon and the myelin sheath. And finally, at the back, there's the axon terminals, and the synapse is the gap between neurons. With the neurons, we talked about action potential. This is when a neuron transmits an electrical charge down its axon and releases neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters are how neurons communicate with each other. In class, we talked about two different things that could happen if a single discharge of a synapse is insufficient at activating the neuron. So the first option is spatial summation. This is where another neuron fires on that same neuron, and then temporal summation is when the same neuron fires multiple times because one discharge wasn't enough to activate the neuron. Throughout the class, when we were learning about neurons, I kept thinking about this Wired video I saw of a neuroscientist explaining the Human Connectome Project to a kid, a teen, a college student, a grad student, and an expert. The Human Connectome Project is the effort to map the neural pathways that underlie the human brain. In the video, the neuroscientist talks about how if they were able to map the brain down to the individual neuron and put it into a computer, it could essentially be that person. He also mentioned the barriers of the project. One is how long it takes to map a single person's brain, and the other is the amount of storage that would be needed to hold all that information.